Coming at you from Tokyo, Japan, my name is Dave and this is the ATOTO F7WE. I'm going to attempt to install this in a few different vehicles, but before I do that, I want to give it a bit of a pre-installation inspection. Front left, front right, rear right, subwoofer. It's a nice screen, USB phone link, L in, R in, video in, RC in, V out 1, V out 2, FVIN. It's got a 15 amp fuse in it, and this goes in here. Like so. Am I going to ruin this getting it off? Tore it in half trying to get it off. Hope it wasn't important. Yeah, if that was important, that would be in English. I don't know what any of that is. Too much kanji in there, so that's, like, why do we have chassis ground parking brake in English, but then none of the directions for it in English? This is a weird flex, but we can probably figure it out. It's a fairly universal colors, honestly. Blue and white is the amp turn on, so if you want to turn on an amplifier, power antenna, okay, cool, those are separate. Sometimes those are together. The steering wheel key, this is steering wheel key as well. Rear camera, this thing's got everything in it. All fairly straightforward. These make the unit a lot bigger than it actually is. And this cable being constantly attached is annoying. If I don't plan to use this, why does it have to be constantly attached? It should plug in my opinion. Now to fit these, you want these edges pointing inwards. Oh, this cable. Horrible. And these tiny screws. Okay, and then the other side. It seems as though they give you a few extra screws, which is nice, because you're probably going to lose these. I wonder what this is, too. I haven't read the instructions yet. I just want to try and fit the thing. But it does become a lot bigger. Oh, this cable, man. I'm getting a zip tie. Like, I was complimenting the unit on being so small, but when you put the mounting brackets on it, it's not small anymore. Well, that improves it, I suppose, but that's annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go try and fit this into an S2000. After pulling it all apart, I've discovered that the S2000 is actually a terrible example to try fitting this thing in. One, there's like no mounting points at all in this thing. The second point is that this is now too big to even fit. Despite the fact that it's small enough to actually fit, with these brackets on the side, it's too big. It doesn't actually fit in the dash. Like, no. That doesn't happen. I have two choices. Cut the plastic out, which most people probably do, or cut this. I'm not willing to cut this because I plan to install it into other cars. So I won't be fitting this to the S2K. I was going to try and fit the thing to the S14, but as you can see, there's no radio bracketry in there at all. So that's not happening either. It's interesting that the instructions have got different models on it. That could get quite confusing. Which one do I have? I don't know. And there's all of the functions. Right, here's the wiring instructions. This is the pinout for the plug. Seems to be like they have a universal plug, and if there is a wire in there, this is what it will be, because it's like, it is empty on universal ATOTO models, and is reserved for vehicle-specific ATOTO models to work with ATOTO CAN bus decoder box. I don't know what any of that means. I guess if I needed to, I would. Here's the F7. Yeah, this is all a bit... There's just a lot here. I mean, it's a lot. It really is a lot. Anyway, that's that book. Brackets, bracketry assembly. With two of those, two of these, two of these. You saw me set that up. Did it without even looking. Okay. One thing that this doesn't come with is what I would call a cradle. A long time ago, there'd be a cutout here, and you'd use the cradle. It'd be like a slip-on metal sleeve that could go in, and you'd bend the pieces out to get it to grip hold of this panel. Obviously, that's not going to work here because of this setup, but this unit doesn't have a cradle. It seems like they have included a lot of information. I don't really have any questions before attempting installation, which is kind of cool. Oh, they've got like a catalog in the back here, which is cool. I saw this online. I was interested in that. I'm a big fan of steering wheel controls. I'd have to be able to remove it while drifting, but yeah, actually, you know, if I got one of those, I would probably integrate it into the horn button like a boss. So maybe I'll do that in the future. Online support. It's in multiple languages, which is fantastic. 365-day warranty for brand new head units. Portable navigation devices, amplifier speakers, multimeter adapters, and 180-day free warranty for accessories. Including this period, free maintenance service or brand new replacement is available. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's pull this thing apart. The Altus is really easy. You just grab hold of this and you just pull.